Hello, Simon here. Now, I couldn't really be asked writing this week, so I thought I'd get outside and embrace the cold and see if I can get some inspiration instead. But what I thought I'd do is just talk about my week. But no, this week I was involved in something called Young Enterprise. It's a competition for school kids to set up and run their own businesses. So I was quite privileged to come along and be asked to be a judge on that, and it was actually a great event and really inspiring. But at one point I found myself asking a really quite cliche question in this interview panel to them. As if you had to do it all over again, what would you do differently? And I just, after that, I just thought, well, is that the really sort of question I should be asking about me myself? I'm more interested in what can you do next? What can you learn to get going and get started on something even better? I mean, these kids are 13, 14, 15, 16, and incredible cuts at that age to start a business whilst still doing all the schoolwork. And I don't know, it made me think actually back to my school days, and I think I had a lot of guts when I was at school. I always remember one thing that stands out. When I started my A-levels, I went to a new school, and I thought there was a competition on at the time, a play competition, and I decided then and there that I was going to make an impact and write the play from my house, and I had a week to do it, and I did it. I believed I could do it, and I just went ahead. It was a very kind of silly little bit of slapstick in it, but it went down really well. But would I do that today? I don't know. If I had a week to write a play, I'd scare the hell out of me. But these kids had the belief, had the guts, and I was just wondering what. Do we lose this? Does this go somewhere? When we get into the real world of work, does this side of us, which is so brave, so innovative, does this get dumbed down? Do we conform to the world around us? I think there's probably an element of that, but I also think it's still alive. I think we don't have to do that. I think we can choose to actually rekindle some of this energy and some of this belief that we used to have. So many people think, getting back to my question that I asked, so many people think, oh, what could I do different in life, or how could this been done better, or how could I improve? But I think it's the wrong way to be looking. I think we've got to be looking at what's next. Forget about what the limitations were. That's pointless. It's rubbish. It's in the past. What is now? What can you do? What can you be brave about? What can you actually believe in? And I think I'm happy to say that's where I am in my life right now. Is I've got that kind of belief, that bravery back. Probably not going to be writing a play in the next week, but I think it's a good message for all of us. Take a look about what these kids are doing. To have a think about when you're at school and what you could achieve, the creativity you had. It's still there. It just might be a little bit buried in some of the politics you've had to experience and some of the consequences you've had to deliver in your life. So here's my thought for the week: is just go ahead, be yourself, relive some of that childhood that you used to have, and just see what's next, see what potential there is, because it's there. It just needs to be brought out. So get on with it and have a little bit of fun with life.